Hey guys, it's Winterwolf and welcome back to my channel. Today we are building a large cottage that is inspired by cottage living and was built on stream last week. So if you guys haven't checked out my streaming channel on Twitch, highly suggest it. Will be linked down below in the description box, and of course it's on my link tree and all that kind of stuff. So please check it out. I do stream every single day, or I try to stream every single day at least. Haven't really failed that much at it yet, so I've been pretty consistent at streaming most days. And yeah, we streamed anywhere between 8 p.m. PST to like 1 or 2 a.m. PST. So somewhere in that time I am streaming, and I usually stream for a few hours. So if I start at 9, I might end at 1, or if I start at 8, I might end at 12. So yeah, please check it out. I have a lot of fun interacting with you guys and kind of building on stream and hearing thoughts and opinions, or even just if you want to come and rant about your school or your work or your kids or whatever it is you're dealing with. I would love to hear it and listen and complain with you. But anyway, so this house was inspired by cottage living, and I don't really know if it's necessarily qualified as a cottage, because usually when you think of like cottages, you think of small houses that are kind of like near a river or a lake or something and out in the wilderness. But this is a substantially large house, but I called it a cottage anyways because it was based off of a reference picture. It doesn't really look like the reference picture anymore, but at the time it was based off of a reference picture, and it also was this big. So I don't think cottages necessarily have to be small, so I'm calling it a cottage anyway. I think on the gallery I called it to-door for some reason, because I was like, what if it's not a cottage? And to be honest, I don't know why I did that, because this is definitely not a to-door house either. It has none of like the to-door wallpaper or anything, so I don't know why I did that. But I struggled a lot with the color scheme, because the picture I was looking at was this sort of like really pretty green color, and we have terrible colors in the siding options in this game. Like, I really wish they would do an upheaval of, is that the correct word? An update, I guess I'll just say an update on the siding trims and sort of like the exterior wallpapers, because we're just lacking so much. I mean, it's no wonder that little Simsy is always building blue Suburbans. It's just, they're the best option in the game, you know? I mean, the options are kind of like white, or blue is a really nice color, and then brown tones. Like, I want better colors, because in real life there's pink houses, there's green houses. I have a neighbor that has a purple house, an orange house. So like, we could use some color in there, you know? So I really hope at some point they consider updating the exterior trim colors. Not trim, but exterior siding colors. Or just adding better wallpapers, because it's really annoying to not have more colorful options in the game. That being said, I ended up doing white because I didn't want to make this a blue house, because then I was like, it's going to look too suburban, because I feel like in my mind and in the Sims community, blue is just associated with suburban. So I was like, can't do blue. So I ended up doing this really nice brick. Right now I have this sort of lime green brick from the Country Kitchen Kit, but I change it to black. It's still the same wallpaper from Country Kitchen Kit, but it's black instead. And then we have the white siding on the main part, and I think I changed the green to just like a regular sort of brown Country Kitchen Kit wallpaper instead. I also struggled a little bit with this for a little bit. You'll see, I should have cut this out, but I didn't. So what was basically happening is that because the roof was sort of in the second half of the floor, it kept like glitching, and that weird lighting thing usually happens when you're like outside. Like if you put a stairs from downstairs to upstairs, but the upstairs has no ceiling or something, or if there's just no upstairs at all and it's just open, then you'll get that weird lighting going on. And I was really confused. I couldn't figure out what it was that was doing that, and then I realized it's just that this roof was too far into the floor, and so that's what's caused the lighting issue. So that's what I was kind of messing with right there. In terms of the floor plan, the issue I had, I think, was just the bedrooms, because I liked the stair placement. I liked it being right in the front of the house, right near the door, so that this sort of foyer area made sense. Like, the stairs made sense there, you know? But at the same time, The like doors to the bedrooms were kind of weird, and it sort of made this kind of skinny bedroom upstairs that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I ended up doing it anyways. So I kind of had this awkwardly small hallway, and I was like, to be honest, it makes sense. So I'm not mad. I think the floor plan actually turned out really nicely. I just kind of messed with it for a little bit because I realized if this house is gonna be cottagey, it's probably a little bit older, and you know, there's probably some awkward corners, some weird hallways, and kind of closed off floor plan. So I was okay with the fact that we ended up having like this really weird skinny hallway between the bedrooms. The only thing is that doesn't make sense is that the kitchen in this build is huge. And like for an older house to have such a large like open kitchen is so weird to me. I tried fixing it a little bit by indenting the dining room and making that a little bit larger. So it made the kitchen just a little bit smaller, but like it didn't really help that much. So I think the kitchen's super nice. I'm just not sure it's necessarily in the spirit of this house. I did stick with using these like fancy granite, I don't even think it's granite, I think it's marble marble countertops. I almost never use that cabinet because they're too fancy. Like the marble is too much for me, so I almost never use them, but I used them today in this build because I figured if I'm gonna have a fancy large kitchen, then this house needs to be fancy and large and obviously more expensive. So that's why I ended up swapping over to these instead. Otherwise I would have just made this like, you know, a kind of cheaper cottage house, but it just wasn't, it didn't really make sense to have that and then also have this massively large kitchen area. So yeah, I also played with some wallpapers that I never use. That was a lot of fun. And then this is where I'm talking about the roofing. You can kind of see is sort of slanted inwards a little bit, and I think it looks so cool. I'm so happy I did that. I wasn't sure if I liked it at the moment, and I also was a little bit worried at the time because this is a 2-story house and I felt like the house looked too tall, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks really good. So I'm really happy that I did that as well. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Both are full baths. I imagine the parents would have the bottom bedroom or the bottom bathroom because it's bigger, fancier. So I just feel like they would have that one and the kid would have the upstairs one. So technically the kid has the closer bathroom, but they also have the smaller bathroom. So I was like, I think the parents would value the space over the kind of closeness to their bedroom. So that's why I gave them that one. Anyways, I'm so excited. Oh, I forgot to add one more thing about the build. There is an like indoor greenhouse area. It's not really a greenhouse like in the functionality of it, but I basically put the flower arranging table and a bunch of plants, and it looks so pretty. I absolutely love it. And then it leads outwards into like another like green area, so basically a garden, not a greenhouse but a garden. And I thought that looked super great. I don't know what's up with me. I'm obsessed with plants lately. Like making greenhouses and things is like my favorite thing to do in The Sims, so I've had a lot of fun with that. Anyways, now that I'm done talking about the build, I am so excited for the new expansion pack coming out. I think it's coming out really soon. So I really need to wrap up my Dream Home Decorator stuff and actually get some reviews out there, because I think I told you guys last time that the reason I hadn't been giving opinions on that pack is because I just haven't finished it. Like it takes a long time to get ahead in that pack, and also it's kind of exhausting to be honest. And then further, I think I might have her go to work alone a little bit. I don't know. I need to get that done because I need to make my reviews. They're already late. I don't want them coming out when Cottage Living has already come out, so I'm going to try to get them in before Cottage Living comes out, which means I'm going to have to transfer my save files from my laptop to my desktop so that I can stream Dream Home Decorator on my desktop. So I hope I figure that out because I need to do that. I don't think I really have time anymore to play The Sims unless I'm streaming, because I streamed for a long time. I think today is the 7th, so yesterday the 6th, I streamed for like 5 hours, which was crazy, super long time for me, but it was a lot of fun. I was trying to get ahead of my build schedule because right now I'm behind on builds. Like I'm basically recording my video a couple of days before and then editing it like the day before it has to come out. I don't like doing that. I like having pre-recorded videos so that I don't have to stress about it, and if like I don't have time, I can just like not make a video, you know? So I'm trying to get that like aheadness back, you know, get my foothold back on my schedule. So that's why I'm streaming so much, is because I'm building in The Sims anyways to get my or get my YouTube schedule back up. So I was like, why not stream it, you know? The only thing is that one of my viewers really likes my time at Portia. And I felt bad because yesterday I think they were waiting to watch my time at Portia. But I only was doing Sims yesterday. Like I never said I was going to do my time at Portia. But I felt like, I just feel like they were waiting on it. I feel kind of bad about that. I hope they weren't. I hope that's just like me overthinking things. But if they were, I feel really bad. But I told them I would stream my time at Portia today, which is kind of pushing it because I'm not sure I can stream today. But I'm going to have to because I told them I would. So yeah, that's my conundrum of today. So yeah, the only reason I can't really stream today is I have a deadline. I've had this deadline for a few days, but I keep like extending it. So, but I really need to get it in. Like it needs to go and be done today. Like I can't push it any longer. Especially because I think tomorrow is Friday. No, tomorrow's Thursday. I guess I could push it. No, I don't want to push till Friday. I need to get it done today. So somehow I'm going to manage to finish that and stream today. I don't know how. I might have to stay up all night, but I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. I'm going to finish it. It's going to be done. So yeah, and then this is the kids' bedroom. I really like this kids' bedroom. I feel like this video is sped up too much, but oh well. I really like this kids' bedroom because it's very different from the rest of the house. Like the rest of the house has like this older, more traditional feel to it, and this is just like a normal teenage room without the fancy wallpaper. It just has, you know, some brick from the cottage, but the rest of the wallpaper is pretty normal. And all of the furniture is pretty normal. It looks pretty modern. Not modern, but like not super traditional, you know? And then further, I did end up adding, so I have these like wall lamps that are throughout the house, and I did add that in the kids' room because I was like, it's still in this house, so there should be some sort of traditional aspect in it. So I was like, I'm gonna put those fancy lamps in there so it, you know, it still kind of coalesces and stuff. It's those like little details that I really like doing in The Sims. And then this is his bathroom. I ended up adding laundry, like a laundry basket, even though there's no laundry in the game. I didn't make a laundry room. In hindsight, I probably could have fit one. Literally, there's like 3 spaces I could have fit a laundry room. I could have put it in like, there's a little hallway gap between the bathroom and the foyer, or entryway. And I could have put it there, or I could have put it upstairs in that empty hallway, which is where the stairs are. So I don't know why I didn't do that, but I should have, is the point, and I didn't. So, oh well. And now I'm just going back in and adding a bunch of clutter. I usually furnish my builds first and then go back in and clutter them. Just because I like to see how everything lays out, and I don't like that I do that because I like the idea of finishing a build and going room by room for the speed build aspect of it, but then for like the actual building, it's so much easier to just build and then do all of the little details after. So I don't know if it actually bothers like viewers, but I feel like I would like that if I were watching a video, to have the whole room done, like you could see the final result. But I don't do that for some reason, so I should try doing that more often. That's why I was doing like the sandstone living. I kind of I've taken a little bit of a break on that project. That is one thing I could do off stream because it takes like 10 minutes to make those builds, so I could totally just do it really quickly. But I'm kind of tired lately. I don't know if it's just like because I've been done with school for a little bit. You know, my break started in May or mid-May, I guess, and I've just been like relaxing, you know? I just feel like I had lost so much energy during the semester. I had a terrible semester, guys. I should talk about that in maybe like a video or a podcast maybe. I really want to start a podcast at some point, but I just haven't, because usually if I were to do like lifestyle, I would want to do face cam, and I'm still not sure if I want to do face cam or not, so I just keep holding back videos. But I should at least start recording videos and then keeping them so I can either upload them later if I want to, or I can put them in a podcast and just take the audio. So I should start doing that though, because I really want to do that. And I think it'd be good just for me because I want to see like my evolution over time, you know? So it'd be interesting to have like this archive of videos to go back on, even if I'm not posting them, if they're just like something I'm gonna have. Although I think if I record them, I'll get myself to post them at some point. So I should definitely do that. But yeah, this semester was really tough. I'm an engineering major. I'm also pre-med, but last semester I stopped taking pre-med courses during the school year because I could not handle engineering and pre-med at the same time. Like, I did it and I got okay grades, but like I don't, well, one, I wanted to get like A's like all the time, like in every class I want to get A's, but two, it's just really stressful. So I was like, never mind, we're gonna do my pre-med stuff during the summer or winter or sometime during some break instead. And so I was taking my engineering courses, and the thing with engineering is that, like, at least the major I'm in, it's very specialized, and so as opposed to like physics and stuff, you can't just like Google physics concepts if you don't understand them, like from the professor. Then, like, if you don't understand physics, you can always just Google it. But like, if you don't understand my major, which is already really specialized and has a lot of like, how do you say, you know how teachers like exclude information at the time because it's too complicated, or they rely on one sort of like assumption or something, and then you learn later that it's not actually that way or something, or like the assumption changes. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, it makes, you can't really take outside sources for help. So that was really difficult because I'm online, not in person. And I think I've ranted about this a lot, but I'm online, not in person. And so I didn't really have anyone to work with. And so when I was struggling in homework and stuff, I just had to like suffer on my own. And you know, I could have gone to like TA office hours, but I don't know what was wrong with me this semester. The TAs didn't really make sense to me. I think just being online had like sucked my energy out after so many semesters, because I've been online since literally the second half of freshman year. I haven't been on campus in a long time. So it's just very different, like studying online and in person. And I cannot wait to go back in person, but I'm actually thinking about taking a semester off. So that's like the one thing, is like part of me really wants to go back, but I think it'd be better for me to take a semester off just because I have some other work I want to be doing. My family has a startup company. I want to work on the startup company with my family, and I think it'd be super great, a good opportunity for me. And then also I can work on, you know, my YouTube stuff as sort of like a secondary hobby. So I kind of want to take a semester off, but it's also like I want to see my classmates. So I'm struggling with kind of what to do there. I think I'm leaning towards taking the semester off. I just think I know it's what's best for me, but I really don't want to do it type of vibe, you know? Plus, then I'll be a whole semester behind the rest of my class, and I don't really want to be a whole semester behind the rest of my class. But that's okay. You know, I don't think I should base my decisions off of my classmates. I think I need to base my decisions off what's best for me. So that's why I'm leaning towards taking a semester off, is because I want to help my parents with their startup. I want to focus a little bit more on YouTube. Not for like living, but just like to grow a little bit. So that's why I want to take a semester off. Plus, I really did I got so drained this semester in terms of schoolwork. The thing that's always made me a good student is that I never get bored. I don't get stressed. I work really hard and I like school. Like, I just like school. I don't know how many people you ever meet that say, I like school. But I love learning. I love being in class. I love talking to professors. I even like homework to some degree. So, like, this semester, though, I didn't enjoy anything. My lectures were pre-recorded. I barely had interaction with classmates. I was doing everything on my own. I hated it. And so I think slowly I lost so much motivation that I think I need time to like decompress from all of that and just be away and not have to deal with that anymore. I think my school is going back in person this coming semester, but I really think I need a break to like think and just like stop being stressed for a minute, because I feel like even now, even though I'm on break, I still feel stressed, and I think it's like residual or something. So I think it'd be good for me to just take a time off. Plus, it'd be good for me to kind of get this experience for working on a startup and stuff. I think that would be really fun. And I kind of really want to work on my editing skills for YouTube. I want to start making some really cool videos, not just like speed builds, but like maybe Sims stories, or even if I was doing a speed build, but like doing it in a new way or something, you know? I want to do something in a new way, like something more creative. So that's what I'm really looking forward to, is just kind of working on all these different skills I have. And we have reached screenshots. So I hope you like this video. As always, if you do, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, hit the subscribe button. If you really like me and be notified every single time I post a video, go ahead and hit that bell button. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you next time.